So the kickoff from the first episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers, we see Blaze and Roxy been transported to another dimension, which they actually met with a robot named Squazzle, and he actually brought his soldiers with him. With he called them Tronics, the official foot soldiers. And when he gets them to bow down, Evox actually came and destroyed the Tronics, forcing Squazzle to bow down to him. And he actually revealed that he needs to get back to the real world, but in order to do that, he needs the Morphex, which Roxy and Blaze can help him with. But back at the Red Battle Force headquarters, we've seen how Devon, Ralphie, and Zoe are actually gotten used to the battle simulator, which Nate has got something for them, which the commander actually had him to create the new companions for them, which he calls them Beast Bots, and they actually have animal DNA inside of them as well, just as the Rangers, which their names are Cruz, Smash, and Jax, and they actually have good personalities inside them, which they're actually pretty good. And then Ben and Betty actually got something to show them as well, which they actually invented this new invention called the Sepomatic, which is supposed to shock the sparring dummy, but it actually ended up shocking them as well. But back in the cyber dimension, we can tell that Squazzle is actually hiding from a robot named of Fargargle, and he actually was trying to hide from this robot, in which he actually created Morph X keys for Blaze and Roxy, so they can also transport them to the real world and transport them back to the cyber dimension, in which he's actually going to take Blaze with him so they can steal the Morph X. And back at the headquarters, we see Commander Shaw show them their new zords, which they actually is surprised to have those zords. But Shaw actually wants to know who will be the leader, in which Ralphie and Zoe actually going to compete who's going to be the leader. And when they asked Devon for opinion, he would want to say something about the leader, but he actually say that the Morpher is actually awesome, which Nate actually calls it the Cheetah Beast Morph Blaster, but it actually can double the power of the Red Ranger when it interfaces with the sword. And that is when Ben and Betty had told them about the activity going on at the distribution center, and they actually head over there with Ben and Betty as backup. As we go to the distribution center, we see Blaze and Squaddle stealing Morphax, and they actually realize they're actually there as Blaze morph into his cyber villain mode. As we actually seen them bring in the Tronics, Ralphie and Zoe are actually fighting the Tronics while Devon and Blaze are actually fighting again, which I'm guessing a rematch from whatever happened on the first episode, in which the Rangers have actually got them outnumbered. But then Squazzle actually showed Blaze that the Morph-X is actually a perfect for his new Robotron, and he actually created this Robotron, Cyclotron, a motorcycle themed monster, to help them defeat the Rangers. However, the Rangers actually morph, and they actually going to take them on. And that's actually when Squazzle refused to fight the Rangers. So Blaze told Cyclotron that they're going to take the Morph-X while he is going to defeat the Rangers. And so they actually take the Morph-X back to the Cyber Dimension. We see Cybertron bringing the Tronics back, and they actually fight with the Rangers. However, during the battle, we see Devon see a dog, and he froze up, and we knew something was wrong. As we seen how Rafi actually burning up in fits of rage, while we knew that actually is bad. And Zoe is losing energy because we can actually tell, just like in Go Busters, this actually happens to them all the time. In which, when a Tronic is about to hit Devon, Betty actually distracted while Ben sap it with the Sapomatic, causing Devon to be unfroze. And they actually defeated the monster, but they actually go back to the headquarters to figure out what's wrong with them. Meanwhile, back at the cyber dimension, it was actually only a pint of the Morphex, but it was actually enough for his this Gigadroid, to destroy the Morphex Tower, which is the giant robot monster, to destroy it. Meanwhile, back at the headquarters, we can actually tell that Nate actually diagnosed them with something wrong with them, as which we can actually tell when Devon headed back to the distribution center. He actually figured out why he's frozen up when he sees the dog. However, the giant Gigadroid actually came and actually getting ready to destroy the Morphex Tower, which Devon actually morphed in an epic way as he used Cruz for his Beast Razor Sword. As they actually morph into Beast mode, they actually fight the Gigadroid, but he actually see a dog billboard and froze up again as the Gigadroid actually getting away. And that's when Nate actually realized that cheetahs are cats, and cats are afraid of dogs, since it's because of their animal DNA. And so Nate gives Zoe a carrot to recharge her energy, since he actually revealed that since they actually been with the Morphex, it seems that the Evox virus have corrupted their animal DNA, in which Rafi tries to cool down, and so they morph together because they're going to stop with the competing and actually decide to help Devon with the Gigadroid. So they actually decide to help them fight the Gigadroid. So Zoe and Jax are actually using their Beast Chopper Sword, and Rafi and Smash are using their Beast Reeler Sword, as they actually help Devon unfroze and fight the Gigadroid. We seen Devon using his new Cheetah Beast Blaster to defeat the giant Gigadroid, as they won their first sword battle. However, back at the headquarters, we can tell that Evox allies are more dangerous, so they need to be prepared for anything that actually happens to them. But we can actually tell that Ralphie and Zoe actually decided to make Devon the leader, because he actually knew that he actually helped them with everything they actually have. As Devon actually explained earlier, that Betty and Ben actually help out because they're actually work as a team. As they actually decide to hug at the end, Ben still has the Sapomatic in his pockets. And I guess you can call it a shocking end. Now, we actually can see about the Beast Bots, their new companion, which their names are Cruz, Smash, and Jax. and they actually have good personalities, which we actually can tell that Jax hated when people call him cute, and Smash really like hugs, and Cruz, he's forgetful, but he actually has the ability to transform into a motorcycle for Devon, which we actually knew that that voice actually sounded familiar because Cruz was actually been voiced by Kirsten Henderson, the actor who plays Mick from the last this season of Power Rangers Ninja Steel. And the Zords is actually amazing as well. And also the Cheetah Beast Morpher is actually incredible as well. But I've actually knew about the new ally that Blaze and Roxy actually have, Squaggle, which he actually is hiding from this monster named Felgargle, and we can actually tell that we are actually going to see this monster on a episode one day. So, yeah, anyway, I really love this episode, and I really love how the Zords are actually in the episode as well. So, yeah, I cannot wait to see what else they're going to have in mind. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Amy here saying sign out. Laters.